I'm going to be on a YouTube channel.
Give me your double chin.
But Jose, why you
Give me your double
you
chin.
didn't look in your bag when we
because I
got
didn't know
there?
she put it in there. I looked in this morning and I smelled it.
Give me
You
your
should put it-
enlarged
You should
nostrils.
put it when I wasn't looking in my bag in the airport.
On this day, we went to Camden Market. Without a doubt, the highlight of the market was meeting a Japanese businesswoman who had her own store that was filled to the brim with cloaks, dresses, you name it. She was incredibly kind and patient with my mom and I as we were having a little mom and daughter shopping spree moment. But of course, with the little nagging friend that came along called Pain. But just before finding a bench so my feet wouldn't fail on me again, there was a booth full of antique watches, and I ended up getting my first watch. So I would say meeting this sweet Japanese woman, shopping with my mom, and buying my first watch were the highlights. Guys, how do you feel like a new person when you're wearing a blazer? I don't understand. I feel so improved just by putting a blazer on. But we are in the Airbnb. We have been here for a bit and we're going to have dinner and chill for the rest of the night. I feel like it's been non-stop on this trip, but then we've also had these little moments where we just have dinner in the Airbnb and just chill. In the spirit of this being the last London travel vlog, let me tell you a few of the things I loved during the next few days. Beginning with this amazing homemade pumpkin ricotta pasta. I loved this pasta. And I loved relaxing on the bed, doing a word search competition with my mom. I loved this moment with my mom. I loved hearing her sing. And I loved waking up to this ray of sunshine. We had a little late start to this day, so we were on a little time crunch as my nephew was scheduled to have a soccer training session in the afternoon. So quickly we stopped by 2 bakeries to pick up some pastries to have a picnic at Hyde Park. The first bakery we stopped at was a normal bakery for my family, and the second was an artisan free from whole food bakery and deli to pick up my pastries. This place is called Dendara. They bake Egyptian-inspired pastries that are 100% free from gluten, dairy, refined sugar, and are low sugar friendly. Dendara states on their website how they are focused on nutrient density without sacrificing joy. They specialize in tarts, pies, cakes, baked fresh every morning in their kitchen located in Kensington, usually locally sourced and primarily organic ingredients. This place is special. It's special to me, and I can imagine for all those with diet restrictions. I was excited. I was about to have my first brownie, cookie, pastry. that wouldn't require my body to pay the consequence of getting a reaction, therefore more pain, and they would actually taste like the normal version of the dessert. This is shady as heck.
Please buy mommy. Look.
What is that one? You had two?
Did it bug me a little to not help but feel like an outsider in a way because I'm always constantly eating different, eating on a special diet? Honestly, just a little. But to find places like Dendara, wow, the difference they make. Feeling like an outsider with your food situation is much, much less present when you have amazing places like this bakery. Finding places, like they had said on their website, where you can eat nutrient dense food and not needing to sacrifice the joy of enjoying it. This was it, the moment I would have my first empanada since this health journey.
Es el otro, pero I don't think we're gonna. Gabby, look! Look at the bird! Over there!
If it sounds like I'm making such a big deal out of this, it's because it is. It's something to celebrate when you eat something and can eat something that isn't your typical vegetable or everyday kind of food, and it has flavor. It's something to celebrate when you can eat a healthy alternative version of a food you can't eat the normal version of. And you especially celebrate when the alternative version of that particular food actually tastes good and has flavor. So, in this memory, I was really celebrating the fact that I was able to eat a healthy yet delicious empanada, pastry, brownie, and cookie without having to worry if I will be able to get off the ground and walk, or if I'd wake up the next morning bedbound from a reaction from the food. I was savoring how it feels to enjoy my food. If you're in the same or a similar situation, I want to acknowledge you. It's not easy. Other than promoting health or sickness, food has always been something we could associate with joy, to enjoy what we eat. I understand this frustration. That's why when I have these chances to eat exciting alternative foods, I try to savor it as much as possible. But still, I have been learning to be grateful because while it's a constant struggle having diet restrictions, I am also blessed because I can eat. Because I don't have to get my nutrients from a feeding tube. Because I don't need a tube pushed down through my nose or surgically placed to receive the nutrients that will keep me alive. I don't understand that struggle. That's why I want to acknowledge that no matter our struggle, there are many ways we are yet blessed, in many ways where we are more fortunate than others. I want to acknowledge you. God is pleased with you for continuing.
Espera que este está grabando unos patos que están peleando. ¿Están peleando?
No, están dando eso.
We had to cut short our time at the park and start rushing our way back to the parking lot. So, the second we got off those paddle boats, I walked as fast as I possibly could for us to make it to my nephew's training session early or even on time. The walk back drained so much energy and added so much pain, but I took the rest of the evening to rest. Good morning, everyone. I am getting ready for the day. We are going to Windsor to go to the Windsor Castle. I am about to do my makeup and finish changing. I'm just gonna put a jacket on. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. And I've been getting cramps on my right foot. I don't know why. But we're gonna push through. We're gonna push through today. Just like we have been every day on this trip. Yeah, look at this view. So for today's makeup, I'm just gonna put concealer from Well People. This is my mom's. I'm just gonna borrow it for today and tomorrow. That's it. The only makeup that I honestly really like, and it's the closest to toxic free makeup, is 100% pure. I'll actually have it. This is their mascara from 100% pure. As you can tell, it's made out of cacao. Oh, well, there's other stuff in there, but yeah, it's amazing and it smells amazing. So yeah, 100% pure. I love this brand so much. But I'm just gonna use this for today and tomorrow. Hopefully it's my color. Not really. I'll make it work. These cramps are horrible. Like, I can't put any weight on my right foot. Yeah. I don't know why. And it's like it's a different pain from the usual pain. I have to stretch it out to be able to uncramp it. This is not my color at all. Like, I don't think this is doable. I think I'm gonna have to scrape it out because I'm not washing my face again. Is that better? I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna do a full face of makeup. I'm just gonna do it. Whatever. This is 100% pure, the brand. This is their Fruit Pigmented Water Foundation. I don't think you guys can read it. But it's Fruit Pigmented, their makeup line. It's fruit pigmented. This is the 100% pure cocoa pigmented bronzer. I love it. So I don't know if you can really tell, but I put the contour. Now I put contour on my eyelids to give it some color.
Development for sale. Están vendiendo esa casa.
A few days ago, when we went to Camden Market, I was called invalid for the first time. There were no benches available in the market, and the chairs that were to customers of the restaurants there. Even those were limited for the outdoor seating. Because of this, when I urgently needed to find a place to rest, I chose to sit on the steps of a case of stairs outside to the second level of a restaurant. It was prohibited for people to sit there, but it was really my only option because my feet were about to give up on me any second. A few minutes later, when a guard saw me sitting, he told me it's prohibited to sit. But right before I could answer him, a woman who had seen me struggling walking earlier had spoken up for me and loud enough for the guard to hear her within the crowd, and told him I was invalid. She's invalid, in her British accent. The guard thankfully understood and I could stay there. But I I didn't want to understand. That broke me for a moment. I knew the way I walked. Out of balance, slow, fragile, in pain, and lack of full of mobility, but to hear that word said about me, it was just a really tough pill to swallow. Like, I can't accept that I'm invalid. I am who God says I am. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. I am created in the image of God. So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. While someone might call us invalid by what they see, we will call ourselves beautiful, valuable, and without flaw as God's creation. There is no flaw in God's creations. The same one who positioned the earth perfectly from the sun, the moon from the earth, and the anatomy of our bodies, chose us, designed us, and named us. I will praise God for the person I am today, the version I am today, and there is nothing invalid about that. You are beautiful, you are valuable, and you are made without flaw. May we hold on to who God says we are.
I have three favorites now.
Wembley Stadium for the first time today. Please welcome Manchester United.
I got some too.
It was the last night and the last flavor-packed meal for a while. Tomorrow, we'd fly back home and take all these memories of the last week and a half with us. Little did we know our welcome back home would be humidity, heat, noise, and dehydration. But thankfully, we got home safely. with a heart excited for the next adventure. Till then, Europe. After desiring for a year and a half for this body to be capable of experiencing the beauties of Europe, it is with much, much gratitude to say, we did it. And this challenge couldn't have been done without God and my family. So, thank you. Isa, you did it. You finally went on that trip you had desired to be capable of experiencing. That trip you thought of when waking up, when going to bed, and even in your sleep. That trip that honestly became unhealthy at times because of how much you wanted to be capable to experience it and experience your youth as a young adult, just like every other young adult that laughs, walks, enjoys, and lives, not knowing just how much all those things are luxury. Yes, you wanted to experience this time healed, a normal young woman. You wanted, no one knowing just how much you wanted, to finally feel like a young adult, a capable young woman. And even though that wasn't this time, even though it's not the time just yet, you will. You will walk pain-free, run for miles, go to that bakery and have that picnic, run across the street gracefully, eat in peace and without consequence, share your testimony and be healed not only of the body, but of the mind and soul. You will. But in the meantime, celebrate all you've gone through and out of. Celebrate how far you've come. Celebrate the beauty God sees in you. Celebrate your family while you still have them. Celebrate the support you've been blessed with. Celebrate how you can walk and have the people you love sustain you on each side. Celebrate that you are one heck of a resilient and strong woman that you are today. Isa, you thought this trip would be impossible, out of reach for you, but with God, your family, you did it. And your resiliency took you one step further, one step closer to that finishing line. All along, it was possible, because with God, all things are possible. Let the joy of the Lord be your strength, always. I am pleased with you for continuing, Isa. Brothers and sisters, God is pleased with you for continuing. I love you guys, and Jesus loves you more. Till next time.